I know you guys are excited as I am to see this chapter of Black Clover, getting to see what the fuck the captain of the Black Bulls can do, Yami himself, and I got to say, you all gotta love that darkness. Like, yes, every time we're gonna be hearing about darkness, we gotta say it like that, because, you know, Kingdom Hearts invented, like, how fucking stupid a lot of the time darkness is, but don't worry, this time darkness is definitely fucking awesome. So I've got to say, so far, like, immediately coming straight into this chapter, finding out exactly what Yami was doing there anyway. Noelle told him about this shit was going down. He came in, although the rest of the Black Wolves, those little pieces of shit and all that, they're like, we have the, like, they're all drunk and stuff. You have, like, Vanessa there on the sofa. You got, like, right, like, all the, you got this, Captain. You got this. They're like, I was like, nah, fuck you, man. Like, your boy Asta could be in trouble. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Like, yeah. Like, what a bunch of shitbags. What an absolute bunch. Well, mind you, Yami as well. Like, he just grabbed the nearest guy. Like, yo, bitch. Like, that guy that we saw from, like, the dating one of the Black Bull men. He's like, yeah. You teleport me here, that's my fucking ride right there. And he coming in like that, and it's very interesting to find the fact that he's actually, like, the katana isn't an actual thing really from this country, from what we find out, because it's like, this is like, Black Clover's always been about, like, kind of like their Eastern European, like, kind of like style from it, like with the big swords and the knights and stuff. That's, you know, that's just exactly how, kind of like how European kind of countries like myself as well, I'm in right now, kind of had stuff like, we had giant great swords. Just look at shows like Claymore, and that's heavily inspired by stuff like that. Look at Berserk, man. Like, how many times have you seen a guy with like a katana in that series like that? Like, no, you see Gus wielding a manly ass fucking greatsword. And I gotta say, katanas are pretty badass, but Yami's definitely showing us how badass a katana. Go in, we get to see that darkness magic, which I gotta say was so badass. Like, him being able to, like, counteract Licht in that way, where he was like, yeah, he's definitely not as fast as Licht. We know that, you know, that's the speed of, like, sort of, like, light. You're going at that ridiculous speed and all that. Like, he was able to block it, although taking a couple of cuts and stuff from there, using that darkness, what, lightless slash or something. I was like, oh my god, that is so fucking cool. And then actually getting to hear the backstory of Licht, and not to mention as well, was Yami as well. We didn't find out what exactly happened with it, and it was done in a very, like, kind of, like, short way, but it was very good, and you already need to know exactly a lot about Licht already, which we find out that he comes from a special kind of village where there was, like, people there, just immense, just power, like, they were treated as gods. They could control the elements. They're pretty much rivaled gods. Like, that's how they're talking. Although already right there, head very up their ass with that stuff. And like, humans started worshipping them, and they asked them this stuff, and it was like, then they got jealous, and they was like, okay, we need to deal with these motherfuckers because they might try to take us over. And that's pretty much where it leads to jealousy. And do you know what fucking Yami does? He tells the story about how he exactly, like, got this katana and shit like that. He's like, yeah, by the way, I'm a fisherman. No, I just, like, I crashed my ship. I happened to land in, like, the land of the rising sun, mind you, it's called. So people already know. He just pretty much landed in Japan before it was called Japan. That's the kind of stuff that he deals with right there. And he said, you know what? Those people didn't like me. I beat the shit out of them and become their boss. And, you know, katana, that's kind of, I kind of like that, because, like, definitely you see with, like, all the kind of characters, they're not very much, like, kind of Japanese more as well. They're definitely going for more, like, kind of European kind of look. So I definitely do like that, what they're doing. And honestly, just, like, the amount of just badassery for, like, Yami doing this entire chapter. And just what we're probably going to see, I imagine, like, what's either going to happen is that they're going to retreat next chapter. They're saying get out of there, you know, and then we get to celebrate the 1 year anniversary. I can't believe that is next week, though. I'm really excited to, like, if they put a nice front cover or they put, like, something on there, that would be actually really nice to say on there. But it's like, from what we've seen so far, Yami, maybe they might have a little bit more of the clash. Maybe Asta might try and absorb, like, they would be sick if Asta absorbs one of those darkness hits like that, and he'd be able to do darkness slash or some shit like that. Like, you know, already Asta learning moves, Asta learning sword. That'd be interesting. If another thing they can pull out the tomb, maybe it'll be a katana next, like that. Maybe have, like, a whole sort of, like, gear that he's got on there, because, you know, he's got the couple of blades already there. He's got the big massive one for defense. He's got his one for, like, that can absorb stuff. Maybe he should have a katana in there as well. Like, you know, maybe he should have, like, a little dagger in there or something like that. There's quickness and shit like that, you know, like slitting people's throats. You know, he needs a lot of that stuff. So I'm very excited to see where Asta's development is going to be going after all. And just to say as well, like, maybe I might do a video on it, like the first year of Black Clover, how it has been so far. It's been absolutely great and all that. A few little hiccups here and there, like, I can definitely say for, like, the first, like, year and all that. Because, you know, people always say, like, oh, you bitched about that bit with the, like, the clones and all that. It's like, I love Clover, like, but that doesn't mean I can give it this fair shake like everything else. I ain't gonna be biased, and I'm not gonna be like, yeah, every chapter's perfect, 10 out of 10, and all that. It was still hype, but I just wasn't too unsure. That was the one where I was like, 2 steps forward, you know, like then you get like 5 steps back and all that with like, but now, see, this is what I want to see. This originality here, fucking seeing Yami being a badass. That's what I want to see. That shit is hype, and you guys know it. So I really can't wait to see what the captain's going to be doing, and honestly, I can't wait. Like, if this gets, like, even more popular than that, like, I know it isn't rivaling Academia enough, because Academia just blew up, but this would be really nice if it does get to that next generation of, like, this is going to be a next generation of, like, a Bleach or something. This is, like, everyone's new generation Bleach or something like that. That would be kind of really cool if that's what it becomes. It's, like, and to, like, popularize that, it's like, yeah, this is the new one. This is Academia. This is like Clover. Maybe we might get a new one soon in Jump as well. Like, I really like to say, I know a lot of people be saying Fire Brigade is the next one. I want them all to be in Jump though. I do enjoy Fire Brigade, but I definitely want them all to be in Jump so we can finally have that next generation of Shonen Jump Big 3 on there. But that's all from me. So thank you much for watching. As always, definitely give this one an 8.5 out of 10. It was really awesome. Cannot wait for next week for that last chapter of that year. We get to finally celebrate like the whole year of Clover. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. But that's all for me. So I'll catch you guys next time.